Hey everyone, I'm here in Charles de Gaulle, the Paris airport, and I'm leaving France to come back to Cleveland. And as I was here in the airport, I have Wi-Fi, and I turned on the Wi-Fi, and lo and behold, the video that I originally recorded last week for this week's weekly oracle reading actually came up. So I had some technical difficulties, but now that Mercury retrograde is soon to be over, I can find it. So I'm uploading it now, and I'm going to be posting it tomorrow, which will probably be today, which will be on Wednesday, for you all to see, because I feel that it definitely has some type of message for maybe that at the time when I did post it, or recorded it I should say, it just wasn't time for everybody to see it. And now that it shows up, you know, right when I turn on the Wi-Fi, I know that this is a direct message for everybody. So that's what I'm going to probably be doing on the plane, and I'm uploading it now, and I'm going to be posting it for the next day, which will be tomorrow, which will be today, okay? As you look at this video, I know it's going to resonate with you. If you landed on this video and it doesn't correspond with the dates that is in the description area, this is a message that is directed to you, and it is something that you need to listen to and really take in for what it is in your life and use it to your highest good. So you have 2 videos for this week, so here it is. Okay, I found a nice secluded area off the beach. There's some little background noise, as you may hear. Try to block it out. I've meditated and I've asked for guidance, what our angels and universe and spirit guides, what they need to tell us, what we need to know, and the messages that are going to be given to us so that we can take them with us and use them for our highest good. Now, the cards that I've used today was one of my favorite decks, Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle cards by John Holland. And the first card that I pulled, Sadness and Isolation. Okay, now as you can see in this card, he's really trying to turn a new leaf. As you can see from the previous time, he's getting away from the area where he's sad, where he's depressed, where he's thinking of things in his life that maybe has been bringing him down, that he wants to empower himself. As you can see, he's embracing the light, he's embracing the energy, and that's one of the things that is telling you something. This is a message. Maybe you've been going through still a lot of those energy shifts where you feel a little isolated, you feel a little sad, you feel like something is not coming through, where you need to know something's about to happen, but though it just doesn't. It's like you're waiting and waiting, and the more you wait, it seems like it gets longer. This is not the way it's meant to be. Sadness and isolation in your life is only something that you work up, and when you work up something in your mind, sometimes you can make it actually go 10 times stronger than what it truly is, because you've worked it up in your mind. Instead of looking at what the energies that have been given to you, the messages that are given to you, you're not paying attention. You're not allowing what is being told to you by the universe, by the angels. And this card just symbolizes that you've been isolated. It's time for you to reach out. It's time for you to just get out there and move. You don't want to be this person that is underneath. You want to be this person that is empowering themselves and embracing the light, rising up higher, getting stronger, getting to their point of where they need to be in a higher light. Maybe it's because of a situation in a relationship that has gotten you down. There could be many reasons why these things happen. It's not because you've done something to somebody or you're not good enough for somebody. No, don't ever think negative about yourself. Don't ever think low about yourself when it comes to a relationship. You're in this relationship because you want to be in this relationship, and you've been sent to this relationship. If it is something that is meant for the future, or is it something that was given to you for that time being to help you to get to the next person that is meant for you in your life. Sometimes we can go through a cycle where we're cycling ourselves over and over with different relationships. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a part of life. It's part of why we date. It's a part of why we meet different people, and we continue to move forward. When you are keeping yourself isolated and you're sad and you're just dwelling on something from your past, it's never good. Remember, never think about why that person just doesn't come back into your life or why that person left you the way they did. It's time to just move forward. It's time to just pick up where you left off and just move on, move forward. Get yourself together, get your life in order. Now, it may be that this person isn't ready, or this person may have not been meant for you. Whatever the case is, you'll get the message. You'll know what to do. But either way, you cannot keep yourself in an isolated area, regardless if you're waiting or if you're moving on. So understand, this is your life, and you're the only one that can take care of yourself. Nobody else. Remember, you're the one that is in charge. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. You have no control over you except you. You have your own control. Now, if you're constantly telling yourself, I'm sad, I'm never going to be happy in my life, and that's just the way my life is, and this person just doesn't see me for who I am. Maybe you see yourself for that person that you think that person sees you as. Because when you're reflecting this energy, you're actually sending off these vibrations, and that's never good. Sending off the vibes that I'm not good enough and I'm not worthy is actually going to make people think, well, maybe she isn't, or maybe he isn't. It's all about you, and it's about how you take it on with yourself. Okay, so let's go to the next card. Observe. Okay, now this is interesting. You're right here. This is you. This card represents you in the middle. Okay, in the middle, you have 4 people around. But guess what? Look at those 4 people. They're you. I mean, it may be a woman in this picture, but maybe it's representing a man. It doesn't matter if it's the masculine or feminine energies. Right now, it's talking about observing what is in front of you, observing that energy to take with you. Maybe you're constantly, like I said, looking at the past. There's a message being given to you all the time, what to do. You're given opportunities, you're giving different types of areas to go with, but the thing is that you keep looking onto the past. And I really feel that the energy shifts that we just encountered all throughout the month of August has brought in a lot of reflection, a lot of energies, because of it was influenced by Mercury retrograde. And I mean, not that I'm saying it would have been different if Mercury retrograde didn't come in, but Mercury retrograde is all about regrouping, reevaluate everything that's in your life and reviewing it. Maybe starting over again, maybe not starting over again. Maybe it's because you're not observing. You're actually not looking at the fine picture here. You have 4 different sides, but you're not looking at the one that is meant in your life, that one that truly is you, your authentic self. And you're not allowing the positive energies to flow through in your life. So instead, you need to observe what is in front of you and start moving along in your life. I really feel that the energy shifts that are happening in our lives from the previous month is actually a reflection of what's to come for the future, because it's going to be extremely interesting on how all these energy shifts are going to amount to something very beautiful, something that is going to empower our lives. But the thing is that if you don't observe, you may never even see it. You may just say, well, what did that energy shift, what did those things mean to me? I didn't see anything. Well, guess what? You're not welcoming it. You're closing yourself. You're allowing what fears that lie deep inside of you is actually what is closing yourself from the true opening inside your heart. That is love. Maybe this is a time for you to stop being so isolated, stop being so closed-minded about what you want in your life, and just go ahead and observe it and get what you need. When there's a relationship that maybe you've been looking at and you've been trying your best to be patient with this person, but this person just keeps bringing you down, maybe it's time to just do it like a recheck again. do I really find that this person in my life right now, maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your partner, maybe it's someone you're living with, or just someone you're dating. Do you find that your life right now is at a halt? Well, you need to change it. You need to make those changes by observing. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, that I have not communicated with this person enough to tell this person how I really feel. Or maybe I'm not telling this person that I do care, and maybe I need to talk more. Maybe this person has the opposite end of what I'm truly feeling, but though two wrongs, like I said, two wrongs don't make a right in this situation. So observing the exact facts of what's going on in your life, observing that you have to look at yourself first before you really like brand yourself in a certain way. You have to say, did I really do something to myself, or am I doing this to everyone else? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's one or the other. But whatever it is, you'll never know until you observe it and get yourself out of that sadness and isolation area. And let's go to the next card. Challenging times. Yes, this is a challenging time, I must say. It's not because it's a challenging time because it's so negative, but challenges mean that, see, he's got the shield in front of him, but he's also protected by a beautiful light, as you can see, this inner light that's giving him the strength, the wisdom to do what he needs to do in order to empower himself so he can get stronger, so he can face these challenging times. See, challenging times are not necessarily always like, oh, it's doomsday. This is something really bad in my life. Challenging just means that you have to make it work. You have to put a little effort, and you know what happens? You get stronger. You actually get stronger to the point where you find that this is you. This is your soul center, and you've accomplished something. It's kind of like when we do some type of activity. Maybe we're not marathon runners. Maybe we'll never be marathon runners. Maybe we are. But how do you know you didn't get out there in that first race? Just even if it's not, you're not looking to make a 26K, but maybe a couple of blocks. I mean, you'll never know until you just get into it and allow yourself to challenge yourself, not to feel so like you're putting too much pressure on yourself. You're not putting so much energy onto yourself that you're not putting too much pressure on yourself. You have to find where it is that you're going in your life and keep walking, keep moving, keep that energy just focused. Otherwise, it's always going to feel that it's never going to get better. Challenging also, maybe that this is a time when you're going through a very negative time. I mean, not everybody has the same situation, but you could be feeling that this is something that has been bringing your spirit down, bringing you down because of a situation, of a relationship. Maybe you're going through a breakup. Maybe this breakup, it's time for you to finally look onto it and say, is this breakup really happening, or am I just going through the motions of a breakup? You really have to observe what you want out of this relationship or this situation. Is it worth patching up? Can we reconcile? Maybe you can. I mean, you would only be the judge of that if you're able to salvage a relationship, if it's manageable. Keeping yourself in a place where the energies of masculine energies get to the point where you're not allowing the feminines to come through to make you feel whole again is going to challenge you. You have to look at both sides. You have to look at every angle that is coming to you. Maybe that this person is arguing with you because this person is hurting, this person is going through something, and maybe you're not compassionate, maybe you're not really looking at what they're going through. Maybe you're not really examining it, you're not observing it, that you're taking it out on that person. So it's actually sometimes it goes on with like runners and chasers. Sometimes you're in a relationship where that person just keeps running, and that person comes in your life, goes out of your life. Guess what? They're not running from you. They're running from a situation. And maybe they're arguing with you because they just can't see the light. Maybe you can't see the light. Maybe you both are runners. Whatever the case is, it's a challenging time. Challenging yourself to the point where you do not feel whole, you do not feel complete, and it just gets into one big mess, and you end up saying, doing things that you regret. You don't want to do that. When you're involved, you're involved 100%. But sometimes things can happen, a challenging time can take place, and that's when you have to be strong. I've seen many couples go through a lot of challenges because they're not finding their peace. They can go through that for many years, they can go through that for many months, sometimes they can go through that forever. I mean, whatever it is, they have to face those challenging times. And they usually always make it work when they face up to it, when they actually face up to it and say, you know what, I'm done. I have to just give in. Giving in and submit yourself completely. Release that anger issue, release the sadness. You know, the energy is telling you that you have to let go of whatever it is that's hurting you, because if you don't, that person won't see it. It works both ways. You both could be going through the exact same things. I mean, I can't really give you an exact read, you know, through this video, but I can help you with messages. I really feel there's someone out there that it's hurting in some type of way, and they need to hear this. So take this as it's given to you and really absorb it. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next card. Healing. Heal. Okay, this man here is going up into the sky, and he's rising up, as you can see. He's healing. He's allowing himself to finally find what it is in his life that he needs to let go and finally move forward to heal, to empower himself. That's exactly what I was just talking about with the challenging times. Challenging you, challenging your spirit, challenging a lot of things that's happening in your life. But you need to heal at the same time as it's getting, as the challenges come on you, as these challenges take form. You need to just stop and observe. Let go of the sadness and isolation and allow the universe to help you to heal. The angels are giving you this sense of love, but if you're not accepting it, and if you're going backwards and looking at what you thought was the right thing to do and what was meant for you to do, you have to look at what is in your heart first of all. Healing takes time. Healing can take years. When someone is going through total isolation and sadness, it's time for them to observe what is wrong and release it. Because those challenging times are just challenging times. They don't necessarily mean that there's negativity up ahead for them. It's just for the time being, it's the current time, it's the situation, what's in front of them. And allow the healing process to take place, because when the healing takes place, you feel much more alive, you feel much more like yourself, and you know that this is where you need to be at in your future, for the love of your life, that is. So continue to move forward, continue to allow the universe to guide you. Basically, what's going on here, we're slowly coming out of the Mercury retrograde, and with Mercury retrograde, it does bring in a lot of reflecting and sadness with a lot of couples, a lot of relationships, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's your outcome. You make your outcome, you can make your future, but it's up to you to do it. If you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for you. Okay, so I really hope that this reading resonated with you. There was a lot of hidden messages behind it. I mean, sometimes I don't get the messages right away because I have to watch the videos, not only mine, but other videos or messages that I get off of YouTube or everywhere, anywhere that I get the readings from, to let them resonate, let them absorb. I advise you to write down any types of messages that you got through this reading and any other readings that you get online or from my readings that are my channel. And you could also visit my blogs to get a better understanding on Soulmates, Twin Flames, and also visit my YouTube channel to see the other videos that I have about Soulmates and Twin Flames. So if you like my video, please give me the thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, I really advise that you do to get the next video. And I first of all, I want to thank everybody also for subscribing and giving me the support and all your comments. I really, really do appreciate it. It's like, it really means a lot to me. It's why I do these videos. It's why I put them up. I mean, I'm taking time out today to make these videos, even though I'm away, but I care for you all and I love you all, and I really appreciate the support that you've given me over these last few months. That it touches me, it really does. So until next time, God bless and namaste.